All right, Architecture 1, we're back. This is where I left you last time. This is part 4 of the video on doing the pier and beam foundation section detail. And there's one correction we have to make, and that is right here I left you with drawing the stud wall, but we don't want to do that. Delete that. I jumped way ahead of myself and did not draw the floor system. Okay, here's the floor system right over here. All right, so what I need to do is draw the rim joist, the joist that actually holds the whole floor system together. And those are going to be made of 2x10s. So a 2x10 is not 2 inches by 10 inches. It is actually 1.5 inches by 9.25 inches. So I'm going to draw this line, 9-1/4 inch. Draw it over to the side, 1.5 inch. Zoom in a little bit so I'll make sure I get it right in that spot. And then I'm going to put my X in it. Okay, that shows that it is a dimensional piece of lumber that is cut. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a horizontal line all the way across this way. This indicates the other joist, the horizontal joist, the one that, now this one right here, we're looking straight onto it, straight onto that cut piece of lumber. But right here with these two lines is going to be showing the side of a joist. Okay, and after we do that, then we're going to offset this line 3/4 of an inch, and that is going to represent the subfloor. It is 3/4 inch thick plywood. That's what you actually stand on in this type of a floor system. Oops. Try that again. All right, and then just extend it on out all the way to the side. And then close the end of it off. Okay, now I can actually draw my my wall. Okay, so I want, on my wall, I want the sill plate. Now the sill plate's almost the same as the mud sill, but this one is not 2x6, it is 2x4. So again, the actual measurement of that is 1.5 by 3.5. So I draw it out to the side, or I can actually draw it upwards first, 1.5 inches, and draw it over to the side, 3.5 inches, then down. Put an X in it. Okay, so that is the floor sill, and now we draw the 2x4s on top of that, or the studs, the wall studs, which are also 2x4s. And there we go. Okay, so we're getting to the point where we're almost finished. Now I need to account for the exterior wall material that's going to go over that, and it's just like this over here. It's there's a sheathing here. There's also a vapor barrier, which you don't see because it's so thin. And then, of course, you got the the exterior siding itself, the stuff that makes the house look good and also helps shed the water. But of course, you can see I annotated all that right here. All right, so let's go. And we're going to offset this 3/4 because it's going to be 3/4 inch plywood or some sort of OSB, which stands for oriented stranded board. So we're going to offset that line. Then I'm going to click on it, extend it. Now remember, we have to go at least 2 inches beyond the mud seal. So where is that 2-inch mark at? I didn't place one. So I'm going to come down 2 inches, and then come over this way, and then trim the excess off right here. Okay, now I'm going to offset this again. Well, no, I'm not going to offset that again because I'm going to draw these little things here, and I'll show you how I did that. These little lapboard type things. It's pretty simple. And let me see, where did I start at when I did that? I pretty much started pretty much even with the sheathing, but it's, you know, it would probably truthfully extend down probably just a little bit, but we'll go ahead and do this and come out about 1 inch. All right, and then just draw up 6 inches and kind of angle over, or you can do 7 inches. It's not important how far you draw this over. And then, whoops, I wasn't able to angle that. Let me try it again. Okay, so about 6 or 7 inches is perfectly fine. 6 3/4 even works. And for some, it keeps snapping somewhere, and I do not want that. I might have to turn off my snaps. Okay, again, draw it up about 6 or 7 inches. You know, they make these anywhere from 6 to 12 inches or so, and we're just really doing this for the experience and, you know, learn some things while we're at it. All right, turn my snaps back on down here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make an array out of this. I'm going to click on the array button, and I'm going to select all of this, which I just drew. Hit the enter button, and then go in here and adjust my counts. So my columns, my straight up and down, I just want 1. And the distance between, I can manually, I think, adjust that right here, just like that. Just kind of drag that first little pointer head grip, bring it down to here, and actually just go back and make the rows 6. Oops, okay, try it again. Okay, well, maybe 5. Looks like it goes too far. There we go. That's really all you need. And then to kind of make it look a little neater, I go to the trim, and I trim out this stuff in here, but it's in a group because it's in an array group, so I have to explode that. And then go to trim, and trim out all this. Oops. Okay, now that looks a lot neater. Okay, so that, I think, has got us all done structurally. Okay, so all we really have left to do is our hatching and our annotation. Let's go ahead and take care of hatching here for the next couple of minutes. So I'm going to click on hatch. I'm going to find my concrete hatch. Okay, which I'm going to pull down the little expansion button there and click on AR concrete. And the concrete's going to be here in the stem wall and in the footing. Okay, now I can adjust that scale right up here. Let's say I want that to be a 0.75, a little bit smaller scale. That way the pattern looks a little denser. And the next pattern I'm going to use is for my plywood. I got 2 sheets of plywood in here, and I'm going to use it's like a cross hatch type of thing. Right here is called Net 3. Zoom in, get this piece of plywood. This is the subfloor. And I can't do it right now because I have to close the ends off. So we're going to come back and actually put the little break lines in there later. But let's go ahead and close those off so we can get the hatching in it. Now once you do the hatch, you can actually delete those lines and the hatch will stay. Okay, and we're going to make this is going to be probably about like a 2. Here we go. That looks good. All right. And I can make that a little bit bigger. Let's make the hatch scale a 5. Nope, not a 5. Let's do a 3. 3 looks good. Okay. All right, so that takes care of our hatching on those components. Let me think of what else we have to do is really just annotate. Now, annotate, it's not hard. You're going to look at a picture of mine and you're going to annotate just like it. But I'm going to do a short video next showing you how to annotate so that you that you can make sure that that you know how to do it, and then we can kind of go from there.